Make sure you subscribe to my channel because it supports me. Anyways, I'm giving this knowledge for free when no one else is. One, because either A, people are too famous and can't jeopardize their name, or B, they just don't want to fucking tell you. And usually it's a combination of both, but if they're famous, they can only say stuff. That's why people like David Icke and certain other people out there with a bunch of stuff, maybe Andrew Tate to some degree, and anybody out there, all this knowledge is cut off, basically, though it is out there. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. I can't bless that enough, and I'm going to tell all the secrets, all of them. Aliens are real, and there's different dimensions of it, but here physically in our world, on our earth, in our dome, in our firmament, aliens are real. So we can start off where they're located. Now, I don't know, I'm not best friends with the alien, because what they're best at, what they're best at is hiding. They're hiding, fucking hiding. Little bitches, they're hiding, okay? Now, obviously they have to come out every now and again, and what do? Most aliens are not good, okay? They're not good. There's probably some good, but they're usually bad, okay? And they lie to us. So everything we've been told is a lie. Everything. Everything that you heard that was maybe sci-fi, that's what they classify it as, sci-fi. All the stories that you heard before are real. Are real. All the giants, the fairies, all that shit is real. Dragons, especially real. Sorry, there's this bee that keeps coming by me. But as with the aliens, where they're located, well, I can tell you where they're located. One, they're located probably in mountains. Their spacecrafts can probably dive straight into water, right into the water, to the depths of it. Probably some tunnels under there. They also stay in underground, so under the earth, which is pretty much the same as the last two. But tunnels, they stay in tunnels underground. There's also probably hybrid that kind of live on the surface. Probably some of them, not all of them. And then the more interesting one is they're in land masses that we are told that don't exist, or more so lied to. So I'm going to get in more depth in video of this to some degree. But the whole ice wall in Antarctica, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's geo-engineered. And the aliens, so there's land masses out there of different beings, such as different aliens. And we're going to get on to the other ones too. Different life forms. Just in this earth, there's different life forms out there. Another one would be a giant. Giants were already seen over here and all over the place. They cover all this up. They're lying to you. I've had enough with the lying, especially because my body was messed up for years. I'm sick of all the lying. All the lying. I don't tell any lies. So all the stories you hear about aliens, alien abductions, missing children, missing people in the woods. These people are getting trapped underground and being alien abducted. The aliens work with, especially the evil ones. I'm not sure about the good ones. They work with the government. Yeah, so we're being lied to pretty much about every single thing. Of course, some people already know this. Very few. In the aliens, again, they're malevolent, if that's the word, and they're working, not all of them, but most of them, they're working with the government. Maybe Area 51 could be one. They're also in mountains, more so underground. I'm not sure how they do on the surface. They run experiments on them. They control the government, the society that we live in. For sure. It's not... See, what I even want you to think about is all the stories that you heard about aliens, the drawings, just people giving oral sayings about them, passed down orally. These are not made up. They can't be. Where would you make them up at? All these things are very real. Very real. And they're being kept a secret. For a little bit, I didn't care about aliens. I'm not going to get into that, but it wasn't. It was only a short time span because I always, some degree believed in them. But it's not a belief anymore. It's the truth because people wouldn't be making up this stuff. And I understand it's coming around to people are talking about this alien and whatever Mexico, that little ass alien. I don't even know if it's real. It's just a joke because if our government's telling you about it, it's a joke. Aliens aren't coming to save us. They made movies about this. They're pretty much trying in some way to destroy us. Even Eisenhower came out and openly said that he's meant them and they have agreements with our society. And basically the agreements are this. The agreements are they can experiment whatever they eat us. I don't know if they necessarily eat us, but some of them probably do for nutrition, which would make sense. There's nothing to be fearful about. They eat us, they run experiments on us, and they abduct us. So it's all egotistical things. These aliens are egotistical. They have a consciousness like us. They think like us. They just know probably a little bit more because they, maybe they're smarter. We'll just say they're smarter. And so that's where we got our technology from, some of it. And the agreements are, they run agreements. So the government would be like, oh, will you give us this technology? Maybe it's an iPhone, maybe it's a computer. In exchange, we have to give them so many humans. And that also goes with the underground sex trafficking, which is probably mostly underground. It's probably somewhat above. And one last thing that I want to say about this matter is there's hybrid aliens. So, which I don't know too much about it, but it's definitely true. They, whatever, they're morphing, but more so they're breeding with us, and they're making a hybrid human, which is somewhat of an alien. So maybe it's more so they can blend in earlier. I don't know the reasoning. Probably more so experiments. They would be unpure at that point. But anyways, another thing to really look at too is you ever see some humans, especially girls, I notice the most in girls, they have an alien face. See, these people, I'm not going to get into it now, but these people that look like aliens and stuff like that, there's a reason they look like aliens. And but there's definitely specific humans that look like aliens for sure. You can see it just in their face. And there's different type of aliens. You hear about these aliens all the time. I can't even be making up because if you stumbled upon this video, you've heard it before. So whatever, the Greys, whatever, the Pleiadians, Pleionius, there's many of them. I'm not sure how many physically are on this Earth. There's probably some like lizard and reptile ones. I'm not sure, and I don't know the answer to all of it, but you can definitely find easily. It's actually not hard to find out. You can only keep so many secrets, and especially with the knowledge, and even with censorship, it's all going to get out there anyway. So yeah, like I said, our government knows very well certain parts of it about these aliens, and they're working with them for sure. There's no question about it. And to not think about this, is very naive. Yeah, sorry that I said that last time. That didn't need to be there. But that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. There's multi-faceted ways you can find out about this. But more so, it's in the pictures, it's in the television, it's in the entertainment. People aren't just making this stuff up. You don't just make this stuff up. It all comes from something actual. And I think it's pretty much written in the Bible anyway. A lot of it is covered up. So what we got to do, A, fight back, and B, is let people know, because it's very real. It's very real. I mean, it's so real. So fucking real. There's stories. I don't remember his name or their names, but there's plenty of stories online, so many stories. And I guarantee if you go down to Brazil, Mexico, or Africa, ask them about like the people who stay on the land, they'll tell you about aliens for sure. They'll tell you about aliens. There's no question about it. There's so many stories, even Native Americans. They try to dumb us down and wash us out. That's not happening, buddy. Not happening. Alright, that's all for this video. Make sure you subscribe.